March 3rd. Time is 2:15. New file. Patient name schizophrenia. Diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic. He is currently undergoing cognitive therapy to correct the paranoid thoughts and actions. The patient shows signs of overt hostility towards family members, coworkers, and especially in this case, strangers. So basically, the regular treatment with this, in the beginning anyway, the non-medical side of it, is he will record journals of the incidents and his reactions with other people, and after reviewing these journals, I will record my responses to Kaizo as a method of keeping track of this patient's progress.
Standing there, looking like an idiot in my soaking overcoat, I noticed a woman next to me. She's carrying an umbrella. Clearly she's upper class. Only upper class people carry umbrellas. She's looking at my feet, eyeing them, scrutinizing my every imperfection with her own immaculate pose. Oh shit, she must notice my mismatched socks protruding from my short hems. Fucking tailors! My shoes. Anyone can notice my shoes. Oh god. Oh god. You can notice them from a kilometer away, all scuffed and frayed and worn. I look like a circus of idiots and clowns in a society of high posh. Ah, fuck. Did I forget to zipper my slacks? I'm acutely sensitive to the wrinkles behind my knees and the crisscross creases at my thighs. I think she's making careful note of all this, of every detail. She's going to report me to the fashion police. They will lock me up in an insane asylum and force me to wear gray as punishment for my indecencies. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Move, old lady! I need to get out of the way. Get out of the way!
I spoke with Kaizo about this violent outburst that he had in a coffee shop a couple of days ago, where apparently there was some woman who thought was looking at him in a demeaning, belittling way. He was ranting about her being upper class and whatnot, and something about fashion. So he recognizes his mistakes and that his actions were inappropriate and, of course, socially unacceptable. It is clear that he has a disconnect from reality at times, which is, a very serious symptom of his schizophrenia. And he also exhibits these multiple strains of thought which are he's unable to rein in and hone into one kind of cohesive line of thought, which is also, one of the key typical symptoms of schizophrenia. I told him that he needs to identify these difficult situations, which is it's the first step in finding out the root of these irrational thoughts and impulses, and needs to be able to control his thoughts and impulses. That's the bottom line. He needs to know that, as difficult as it may be, he cannot act out in public. He needs to be aware of certain standards of behavior that have been deemed societally acceptable, and that's how we'll approach this situation from now on.
The bin is full. It must be emptied in haste. Please do it. No, now, immediately. Waste. Rubbish, grime. Why does it all fall to me? Is it because my grandfather hauled the trash of the snobbery all his life? Is that it? What does that make me, a natural-born filth carrier? Ha! The way she looks at me, like I'm nothing more than a serf or a peasant. She, from her noble lineage, lording over me, filthy Protestant whore. Ha! She's always telling me that I'm not socially acceptable, and I'm behaviorally ignorant. I don't know how to behave. Ugh. Fuck off, fuck her. Always telling me that I need to change. that ain't to fit in with what people expect. Kind of like the doctor. Stupid doctor with his ties and his glasses, sitting in his office, back with his legs crossed like a crazy monster. I wonder. There seems to be a pattern here. There's a pattern. I definitely see it. A pattern of intricately woven agendas on this rug on which I tread. I keep hearing the same voices. They're all over. You need to do this. You need to do that. You're not socially functional. You're inept. You have no intellectual or emotional gauge of what's deemed proper. Huh. As if I were not cerebrally gifted. But I am cerebrally gifted. Ha! I don't overlook these signs of conspiracy. They are plotting against me. Both her and the doctor. I wonder what else they're plotting.
Kaizo's last episode has left me, to say the least, frustrated with him. He's not showing any signs of progress and is actually in an active regression of his status, his state. I stress the importance of his treatment as a method of integrating himself into society. We discussed how a normal person should behave and how normal people interact with each other, which will ultimately, to lead happier lives, which is the goal here, for him to lead a happier life. I told him that if he ever wants to be happy, he will need to learn how to deal with the irrational, what he perceives to be the irrational confines of society in a productive manner, non-violent manner. He needs to use the cognitive tools we've discussed to combat his paranoia and channel his hysteria into his emotional hysteria into, what looks like, normal emotions of a normal person. Once he realizes that it's all in his head, he could take the appropriate measures to identify the source of his irrational thought processes. And by identifying these processes, he will learn to control and master his negative, antisocial impulses. And again, that's the goal of the whole treatment that we believe in at this institution here. That's all.
The doctor says I need to change. He says I need to become normal. Huh. He quantifies normal as a predetermined construct. He makes it seem like I'm a basket case. Because I don't conform to everybody, what everyone wants from me. He tells me that I won't be normal. What the fuck is normal? Can I not be happy if I'm not normal? Does it look like I fit into a fucking advertisement? Do I fit into a suit to be plastered on some subway photo? What if I try to be normal? I guess what harm could it do, though? How bad could it be? If I try and change myself and maybe try and fit into different things, try and fit in and give it a shot. I don't know. It's bullshit. I think, no way. That's the worst type of conformity, becoming something that I'm not. If anything, I should try to conform to my real self and be what I'm meant to be. But trying to be something that I'm not, I'm breaking the mold of conformity. But I think I can accept who I am and be okay with it, regardless of what other people think of me. Yes. I don't see any reason that I can't be happy and content in doing with what I do best. No reason at all. None.
Kaizo. Why is this so difficult? Prozac, like what I give to my patients. Why is it so hard for him to be treated so that he could fit into society. Why is he so resistant? He claims to be happy with who he is. Well, he doesn't know anything else. So how could he really be happy? In all my years as a professional in this field, I've never used my techniques to such great fucking failure. But still, I have a happy patient. In his schizophrenia, in his schizophrenic fits, he's fucking happy. Is there something wrong with me? Did I do something wrong? Maybe I'm the one who's fucked up. Maybe the science is fucked up. I mean, who am I to question the demigods of psychology? Freud, Maslow, Jung. These people weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. Maybe everything I've learned or thought I knew isn't really as it appears to be. I mean, the truth is that all my life I've tried to fit into the psychological mold of what we deem in this failed science to be happy. But where has that led me? Yeah, I make good money. I'm well regarded in the psychoanalytic community. But let's face it, my marriage sucks, my kids are fucked up, they hate me, and have no ambitions. My 16-year-old just smokes pot all day. My wife fucking cheats on me with our neighbor Alvin, who's a fucking postman. He's a fucking postman. I have a fucking degree on the wall. This guy's a postman. He's fucking my wife, and I'm not fucking my wife anymore either. And what's more, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't fucking cut her open and cut her fucking throat open when she's sleeping next to me, that fucking whore. But you know what? You know where that would land me? I'd be in Sing Sing for 25 years. They want that? The truth is, Kaizo's right. My life is really just misery, masked in the plastered smile of my doctor's pose. He's happy, even though he has what everybody deems to be a whole slew, an avalanche of psychological disorders. Severe psychological disorders. His life is worth living because, he's essentially, beyond my comprehension, at peace with himself. But I'm always trying to alter myself. The pills, I replace my coffee with some scotch, and you know what? I always want more money. I want to fuck a hotter woman. I want to drive a nicer car. I want a bigger house. I want all that bullshit. I try to fit into the mold. My existence is worthless, so I see no other way out of this.